This week, the world's second worst Kennedy. Who's the worst? Ted. No, he's dead. Fuck, you got me. I was like, oh yeah, Ted Cruz Kennedy. Wait, that's wrong. RFK Jr. announced his upcoming campaign fundraiser, A Night of Laughter with RFK Jr. and Friends, which will feature Curb Your Enthusiasm star and heartbreaking political wife Cheryl Hines as MC, as well as a cadre of comedians, Rob Schneider, Tim Dillon, Bobby Lee, Adam Carolla, just to name a few. Joining us now, a better cadre of funny people, the hilarious Rob Haze and the hysterical Kevin Avery. Hi. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. How you doing? Come on in. Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's good.
Should I be here?
Yeah, that's
or should
good.
I be over there? I feel weird because I took
I'm
up
far away.
Well, I took up a couch.
Here's the problem.
Well,
the problem with this couch. It's a confusing size.
Okay.
Do you want to be over here?
No, I absolutely not. But because then let me just show you what that looks like. No one wants this shit. Now look at us.
Yeah, no, that's
We look like we're in
crazy.
trouble.
Right.
Right.
What did we
This
do?
is the problem.
Right.
Why are we sitting here now?
Yeah.
No, I don't like this.
And then wait, but then if I came over here, it's simply too close
Right.
to have a conversation.
It's alienating Kevin.
Do you feel alienated?
No, I'll just go over here. What's up with you?
Well, then I'll just.
They
and then
can't
I
see
go
these
here.
people, but I'm like, this is fine.
But if I'm over here, it's the same fucking problem. Kevin and Rob, you're here because you're both RFK Jr. supporters. Right?
As we spoke about, yes. You all know this.
Hey, how much money would it take for you to have to go and open at a fundraiser for this fucking zero?
I don't. No amount of money is worth people seeing that and then going, I didn't know that about him. You know? That's the fear. Like, you can't.
Well, like, I'm just performing, or am I like asking him how he got the muscles? Because I do like an hour-long interview to find out, like, how you get them forearms.
Yeah, how did he get those forearms?
Yeah. Did y'all see his Super Bowl commercial?
Yeah, he did.
And it was just like old school, but it didn't say anything.
No, didn't say a fucking thing.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, we got found footage.
It sucks.
Yeah. No good.
So, isn't it amazing to imagine there was a time where that's all you had to do? You just had a bunch of people sing a song where they just said your name over and over again. It's so cool.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, but before that, he just had buttons. So they were like, this guy got a camera. That's crazy. This guy knows TV people.
You need a good slogan. A nice little
Kennedy.
That shit's catchy.
Kennedy. I mean, it's
I already
fucking
remember.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's
I didn't
awesome.
really watch the commercial during the Super Bowl.
I didn't either because
I tuned out a little bit.
Did you watch you guys watch the game?
Yeah, I
I'm a
watched the
big
Super Bowl.
49er fan, so
You are a big 49ers
I
fan.
am a big 49ers fan. Yeah.
So
So is she.
yeah.
The rest of them not so much.
Oh, well, that must have been tough. I understand they didn't do
It was
well at the
difficult.
end.
I let it go.
That's what you have to do.
You just can't. Yeah.
What else could you do? Hang on to it?
It just feels weird. You're in your jersey and you're just kind of like, no one knows what to say or do. You're not really sad. You're just like, well, we're all wearing this shit. And you just kind of sit. You got like a piece of chicken. I don't know.
I watched Usher.
I enjoyed Usher.
Yeah.
Did people enjoy Usher? Because I saw an article that talked about how he didn't do well, and I'm like, were we watching the same, or was just like some white guy?
You
I'll
shouldn't be
fight
reading
all those
articles
really good.
anymore.
I
You
know.
can't trust
I don't
these
know
articles.
Why. I don't know why I did.
Articles.
Yeah.
Best halftime show ever. I don't care what you say. You can meet me in the parking lot. Prince didn't skate. Michael Jackson didn't skate. None of them can skate.
Nobody skated. Got a valid point.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I was just thinking, we were talking about it, which is that like, wow, the confidence to take your shirt off on a stage with 120 million people watching and to pull it off too.
Yeah.
You know, the shirt doesn't get stuck on top of your head.
He had a snap shirt, but the snap shirt didn't unsnap the whole beginning of the performance. Because we didn't know it was a snap shirt till he
didn't know.
unsnapped it.
We didn't even know.
That's ideal snap shirt.
Yeah.
Adam Levine, he took his shirt off and people didn't like that. But Usher, the minute he took his shirt off, he got to it. He started dancing like crazy.
But that's the thing. That's what's so important about it. Because when Adam Levine did it, we're like, ugh, your shirt's not on. Fuck this. But when Usher did it, it's like, your shirt's not on. Good. This is right. And not even in like a gay way. Just in like a, this is correct. Like your shirt it was right that it was on. This was the right time to take it off. Now it's good that it's gone. You know?
Your man danced on grass, danced on stage, danced on wheels. Come on, man. Any surface, uphill, downhill.
Imagine roller skating.
Not me.
It's
Not
too
this,
much.
Not this old man. That was the most nerve-wracking, and I watched the whole game, but Usher on those roller skates that was the most nerve-wracking part. I was like, please stay up. Please stay up. Because a fuck-up could happen to anybody.
Could happen to anybody.
Remember when Beyonce almost fell?
Yes.
Who remembers that?
Yes,
yeah.
They're
going crazy behind this curtain over here.
When she almost fell, incredible.
That was like divine. That was God going, not Beyonce, just lifting her up.
No, that was God and years of squats in the gym
true.
so that she could recover from basically lying on her back, fully back up. Incredible.
Or
Incredible.
Beyonce is God, and that's just what we need to come to terms with. I don't fucking
But
know. Whatever you
rollers-
believe in.
We don't even know what we believe, but the roller skates, we believe in that. And yes, because it could happen to anybody.
And I think he almost ate it.
Will.i.am need to learn how to get a bigger base, man. Because Will.i.am's legs wasn't wide enough. He was supposed to go slide under Will.i.am. All Will.i.am got to do is stand like wider than he normally stands. We ain't seen him stand in years. Like all you got to do is stand wide, and then Usher can fit under there.
But he didn't make it all the way through?
It was a little
rough.
wonky,
That's
but
what
I'm not
yeah.
blaming Usher.
Nobody's blaming Usher on this stage.
No, he did his thing.
As you know, gentlemen, the news was a fucking laugh riot this week.
Indeed.
Anyway, I'm skipping ahead.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. In honor of RFK Jr.'s comedy show that we were talking about, we're going to weigh in on whether these moments in this week's news are actually funny or just deeply fucked in a segment we're calling A Night of Laughter and Coughing. Because he's anti-vax.
No, yeah. No,
You
I
know?
got you.
Because RFK Jr. is anti-vaccination. So it's a night of laughter and coughing.
Here's the thing. I just need to. I'm looking at it on the monitor.
Yeah,
and I couldn't tell. I was like, well, who are those people?
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I don't know if
you
it's
can tell. I was looking at it for a while, like I don't know who these motherfuckers are, but this
I don't.
is. And
I
then
don't know if it's okay that we made this.
Rob's.
I don't know how Cat Williams really gonna feel about some of the choices that were made.
Yeah, you really.
Well, don't tell him about it. I don't know.
Now here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That blue is my color.
Yeah.
No one here can deny that.
And no one would dare.
Yeah.
We've talked about the RFK Super Bowl commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have President Biden confusing Egyptian President Sisi for the President of Mexico in his press conference about how he is not too old.
As you know, initially, the president of Mexico, Sisi, did not want to open up the gate to allow humanitarian material to get in. I talked to him. I convinced him to open the gate.
Do you think this is funny or fucked up?
Well, how long did this go without him knowing?
He never technically corrects it, but he does know he's talking about Egypt.
I mean, if you break it down, they both got pyramids in their lineage. So it's really like,
That's so important.
You know, which pyramids are we talking about? Like he going all the way back there with it. So, you know, maybe the Mexicans and the Egyptians are connected sometime. We don't know the files.
That's a beautiful idea. That's a beautiful way, you know, because really we're thinking he's making a mistake, but really he's thinking of Chichen Itza, you know? And that's so cool. And
it's all connected, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
that's
all
what he's
connected.
thinking. Yeah.
Next up, we have Trump sending out a Valentine's fundraising email that says this:
Dear Melania, I love you. Even after every single indictment, arrest, and witch hunt, you never left my side.
Is that
He got laid that night with that little message.
I think it's sweet.
It's adorable. It's adorable.
Hallmark never brings up the indictments.
Yeah. There's
Like
no
they-
section.
They just, skip over that. Some people need that. Other people need this card. There's plenty of people, former Wall Street people that's like, yo, I need that indictment, arrest, witch hunt.
That's actually it does come up in life. People need a card that says, thank you for standing with me when I was on trial. It does happen.
Yeah.
Right.
A fair amount. And that's not in the CVS aisle.
But the way I read this at first is I love you even after every single indictment, arrest, and witch hunt. And then I'm like, what the fuck did she do? You know what I mean? Like it sounds like he's talking about her.
Right,
and
right,
it's
right,
confusing.
right. It is confusing.
He
It is
could have
confusing.
structured that better. He could have. It's almost like he's not very well educated, but I don't want to go low hanging.
Also, it's you never left my side is past tense, right? Like, could she?
Yeah. Yeah, we're still hanging on to hope. You never left my side it's very R&B.
I
You threw that
I
in.
see
That's
a card.
you know what I'm saying? That's like it's a little Boys to Men right there.
I see a card. So this the greeting card. You see it's a picnic, but the cloth that's down is blowing away and somebody's hand is covering the cloth and it says, "You hold me down." Then you open it up and it says, "I love you," even after every single indictment, arrest, witch hunt. You never left my side.
There it is.
That's
and then you
beautiful.
just sign that bad boy and you good.
That is beautiful.
You're gonna be rich. You're gonna be rich.
Next up, Kevin McCarthy saying this about Congressman Matt Gaetz.
I don't know how close you probably think the president is to Gates, but you should figure that out.
They're not actually that close? Gates makes it out to be like they're...
I'm sure Gates probably makes a lot out of you, but he probably lies about who he sleeps with, too.
Kevin McCarthy coming for Matt Gaetz, his nemesis.
Wow.
I love it. He's so catty.
It is very Real Housewives.
Yeah. I miss Kevin McCarthy. I'm just kidding. He sucks. Okay. Next up, we have Dakota Johnson being quietly furious about being in a meme at all.
Isn't any sentence out of context out of context?
So one thing that I'm fascinated by is there's a conspiracy theory that actors are being tricked into doing these non-Marvel Studios
Right.
comic book movies because they're in association with Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
And then they get there and they're like, wait, what is this? And then they fire their agents, which I think is hilarious. And now she's on this press tour for this movie that's been kind of universally panned. And basically that's her energy 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm here, you're here. Who gives a fuck?
She's like, let's just get through this. I don't know what the fuck it is. I watched one the other, like a few hours ago, actually, where they asked her to name all the. Here's the thing. I don't know why they're asking her these questions. They asked her to name all of the Spider-Man movies, all the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. Why the fuck would she be able to know that?
Yeah.
The woman in Madam Web. She doesn't want to be there.
She's in the Spider-Man universe. She gotta know Spider-Man, Homecoming,
Bruh.
Far From Home.
Bruh.
I
debate.
can't get back
You
home.
know him.
She never
I
even
know
said
him.
home.
She don't know him. She's
Where's
just showing up
home?
she's in the jungle talking about her mom discovering spiders or some shit.
Far From Home.
Far From Home.
Is
yeah.
that one of them?
I think so.
Homecoming?
Yes.
Homecoming.
I think the problem with those Tom Holland movies is the names do not imply a progression. That is also my problem with the way they named the Apes movies, because it was like Dawn of the Apes and Rise of the Apes, and it's like which one is fucking first?
Yeah. That's confusing.
It's fucking
I'm right
confusing.
there with you.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Do you know right now which movie comes before the
fucking
other?
never know, and
We
they were
never
just
know.
on.
And they were just on. You
Yes.
never fucking know.
When you see Franco, you at the beginning.
Right.
Yes.
Well, which one is that?
And then if you don't see Franco, then you somewhere in the middle.
Right. Like Woody Harrelson that's the third one.
Yeah.
You know you're at war with the Planet of the Apes. Right?
And you do know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that there's all those movies where at the end of the one with Charlton Heston, he goes, "How did this happen?" And then the studio's like, "I'm going to spend $1 billion to explain very rigorously, step by step. It's important that people understand that this could happen. That this is not just some crazy thing from the 70s where they were all doing coke and then ran on the Statue of Liberty. No, there's science here. We're going to make it make sense. They're going to learn to talk in a way that makes sense."
Y'all remember the D-Ray vest controversy?
The what?
The what controversy?
D-Ray, the activist, he always wears that
DeRay,
blue
yeah,
vest. And then one of the apes in Planet of the Apes
I
had on a
remember
blue
that.
vest. And then people were like, should he be upset? Should he be honored? And then, should he get the Funko Pop? And then it was just like all this.
What was he honored? Or was he mad? I can't remember what the
I
outcome.
feel like
He
the
just-
Planet of the Apes people was like, he doesn't own blue vests. We already had this way before he bought that Patagonia vest. And then, but I think he was like, I like it. I felt like y'all was giving me a salute. And so then, we never really got
to
closure.
the bottom of it. Oh, it sucks when you don't have closure. I also like that there's always one bigger, wiser, older one who's like, you crazy kids. And it's like, why is that shape of monkey?
Of the apes? Of the orangutan?
There's always the big one that's like, now come and sit down and I'll tell you what's really going. You've all been smart for 2 days.
Yeah.
Why are you wise?
But
guys don't know anything.
They got their own ape wisdom from their ape life,
Right.
mixed with the human wisdom that they just got. Like, you don't lose that. You know what I'm saying? You put it into a baby, they just a smart baby. But you put it into an old ape, it's like, yo, I did live, I did survive. I used to be in a zoo.
No, and that's so important.
This man is writing Hallmark cards and breaking down ape wisdom.
Come on.
It's goddamn genius.
And finally, Travis Kelce screaming "Viva Las Vegas" after winning the Super Bowl.
Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas! Viva Las Vegas!
God, the confidence to when you're shaped like that.
Why? His voice cracked a little bit. He didn't quite hit that third one.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure his vocal coach is furious.
I'd be embarrassed to date a singer and then just fucking launch into Viva Las Vegas. You couldn't catch me singing like that is the fucking hubris. On
So
that
cool.
motherfucker. But I guess when you're holding the Super Bowl trophy.
Yeah, you can sing whatever you want.
Yeah, why are you showing me this shit? You know I was upset. At
I
this
didn't
game.
know about that because it was what I did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know until this all happened.
I feel like I'm still in my jersey.
As someone who works in TV, if you sing a song, then they're normally like, yo, that's gonna cost us $100,000. He should have to pay that. He should have to pay the Elvis estate or somebody. He got to pay that.
Yeah.
He's rich. He got it.
He's got to pay Elvis.
Yeah.
You think they asked him?
Austin Butler is like knocking on the door.
Pay the cast of Priscilla. He got to pay somebody.
He's got to pay somebody. Do you think he did coke off that trophy? And that's our segment. Thank you so much to Rob and Kevin. Rob's new album, Frontin', is out March 2nd, and you can hear the dulcet tones of Kevin's voice on the Great North on Fox.
Yeah. I don't know exactly when.
And we don't know when, but that's part of the fun.